Alrighty guys, what's going on? I figured since I had just filmed the video over in the yard over there, I'd come over and film it here. I want to do a quick update on the plants. It is November 8th, so I started the 8th of the month in trend recording in August. And so it's been August, September, October, November, about 4 months, 4 months. And so we're gonna take a quick look at the yard again here. You can see this is now in light, so it's a little harder to see just what the structure looks like, but overall it is a lot larger and it's had more growth than the rest of the junipers in the yard. You see it's wooded stem now. I'm gonna have to cut through that wooded stem to get this back to normal. So definitely time to prune these. So that's gonna happen this April. I'm gonna give these a round, even those two need it, and we'll get to those. Get them rounded out with the hedge pruner there. And so here's the potentillas. They're pretty much fully dormant now. A couple green little spots here and there, but most of the leaves are also gone on the stems. So they look pretty ready for fall there. And then we have these dogwoods. Look at them by the fountain. Those are amazing by the fountain there. Absolutely amazing. Dogs are going nuts. But yeah, they actually look really nice in the winter. I like them sometimes more than in the summer. For a short time, and then I'm like, come on leaves, come on, let's go back. But really look amazing, and they have grown so much better since I pruned off those old stems. If we remember what these were when I did the pruning, they had galls all over them and they had bumps and rot, and so having these cut back to new stems makes them look so much nicer there. And if we take a close look at them, you can actually see damage from the hail that we had in that July hailstorm. Yeah, we were about ready to get back from our trip and come home, and I wanted to see how all the plants grew, and the hail hit that same day and just destroyed everything. But these rebounded pretty quick. You could see what happened on quite a bit of them, where there was a snapped stem. If I can find it, find one. Shoot, probably not on this one, but the stem snapped. Oh yeah, right here, and out from the tips came new growth. You can see there. So I won't really focus, but yeah, but you can see all the kind of the grayish, brownish marks on the red stem. That's damage from the hail, which doesn't seem to have affected it. They still grew well throughout the season. We'll watch them next season. I think I'm going to try and leave a little growth on them. Probably leave them alone, actually, next season, completely. Unless the tips of the stems are browned or something. Maybe then I'll cut it halfway, but overall I want to let these grow. So, yeah, look at that one. I've never seen a cooler plant. Man, okay, well, there's those. And then we have the other potentilla. It's pretty bare as well. And then we have these here. The Mughal pine, the one that, these two, this one was supposed to fill in the area, but it died. So we're gonna let these Mughal pines just continue to grow now. This Mughal pine right here, I used to have lights on it, but since I lit the fountain up, I didn't put lights on it for Christmas this year. But you can see all the cord setup we got here. It's like the intersection. Cooper, right here, you're in the way. It's like the intersection here of all the stuff in the yard for Christmas lights. They go around that plant and then they come out the other side of the plant. So it's just really crazy. But yeah, there's this one. See the back of them as well. Where that blue cord is that usually plugs in the fountain there. We've reviewed all these in a video I made. In this one here, you can see from the back, since we're just over here, it's got that real bonsai appearance, which is really nice there. If we take a look at in the front, see there's lights on that too, so it makes it harder to see in general, but this is the Christmas update. So, but you can see it is a lot more straight, flatter than this one. This one's a lot more quicker growth, more natural. This one's like a tighter, slower growing one, I noticed. But this side over here, when this potentilla was big, it would kind of gray because it wasn't getting much sun, so it's made a big recovery now. Very nice plant. You can see the base of that one too. Really nice. All right, and then these. Ooh, these things are in my way. You can see it's definitely going to need a nice prune here because it's already got some huge branches coming out that are going to need to be cut off, so it's level. And also over there, so that one's definitely going to need a prune come spring there in April when we do this. And this one here, it didn't grow too much. See what I'm saying? These ones didn't grow as much compared to the ones over there, which is really weird because they're just the same healthy. But yeah, so there's that. One of the nicest looking ones though. It's really smooth, kind of. You can see the tips are browning a little bit. This one here has got quite a bit of growth actually across the whole plant, just like this one. These two have got quite a bit of growth. You can see it's kind of branching out. Looks kind of nice, but it is time to prune them because if you even look at these, the stems are getting pretty wooded, and you don't want to cut into too woody stems. All right, it could set it back. So we're gonna get them pruned. This one's hanging onto the sidewalk a little bit. It's been about 3 years, come April, that these have been pruned. This one here is a small one. The bottom's cut out because we didn't prune it in enough time, so all of it died. So I figured, well, let's cut them out and make them look kind of like a bonsai shape. Block that sun. So there's that one. Pretty dang nice there. Let's see, try and take a thumbnail there, maybe. Pretty good one. All right, there's that one. You see, especially if you get way down at the base. It's a really nice looking plant. But it fits right by the fountain there. You see the back's got some of that dieback on it still. But it did put on some nice growth. This one here is very small, probably the smallest one. So, yeah, but it did put on a little teeny bit of growth. Very teeny one. You don't look at these two as much as the rest, but they're definitely nice. And this one here, obviously, you can see again how much growth it's put on. So that one over there, though, has definitely topped them all in growth. Huge amount of growth on that one. All right, so there's the... Oh, we didn't get these. The sun is low in the sky because it's November. So obviously I got the fountain pump unplugged and stuff back there. These here, I cut these to the ground as well. I did a real hard pruning. It was a really fun day in April this year when I did this pruning. I really cut everything to the ground, and I'm doing it again on these. All the new growth's getting cut right back to the old ground. Same with the front yard because I've had just amazing results. These I'm just gonna leave alone. That's the only thing I'm not touching, and the mugos obviously. But here's these. You can see they hold on to their leaves. I took a blower to try and blow them off, but they're not ready yet because that snow just damages them. So yeah, there's that one. And then this one here, the dogs have ran through the back of it, but it kind of makes it look like a big bush, so it looks really nice. But they're obviously dead now, so they kind of look kind of sucky, but it's part of the fun. And then over here, this little one, the whole ground has been moved around here. Remember when I updated you guys about the rock change here? We had to dig everything out for the sprinkler system, and this plant definitely took a hit, but it did push a little growth, so we'll see what it does in the following season. Still got about 200 something days till these things leaf out again. But yeah, there's that area called the windmill fountain planter. The windmill planter. And here, where we cut back the sedums there, you can see now it's just the juniper there, which has been doing great. You can see there's a little area that might be dying back right here. Have to watch that because some areas start dying back on it. But overall, it's made a big recovery compared to what it looked like. It died real bad in March 2022, and I did some work on it and got it back to looking somewhat, good. So, and the daylilies here obviously are cut back. We've made a video on that. The sedums as well. You can still see the stems I cut back. They're still a little lighter. I don't know if those will merge in, but it's actually already got new growth. See, these things are like daylilies. They never stop. They're gonna keep going. So eventually it'll get cold enough though to make them all go dormant. And then right here, you can see this very cold corner because there's no sun. Most of the leaves are all crisp. You can actually hear it. So you can really see that they're definitely done for the season. So these will be cut back to the ground. I've had seriously good results on these. If I get in there, you can see all the new growth. It looks like a mess, but it goes all the way to the ground now instead of being stuck halfway up in the dead plant that was there. And then we got these. These made a huge recovery this year. They look great still. Not much to report there. These, look at how brown they are. Oh man, they're definitely done for the season. But they had a great year. Yeah, it's just amazing. Still look great. That snow, though, will damage them if those leaves don't fall. You see, even by the front gate there, they just look amazing. And this one here, it's grown a lot better. It was rotten in the center, had so much dead stuff, but I got that all cleared. Then we've got this one, looks great there. And then this last one, which obviously, like I said, gets affected pretty bad from the dogs running in and out of this area. Just filled this up with new rock again, and you can see it's all against the plant and everything because they just run back and forth. It's ruined the area. but you can see the plant's okay. It's just bare on one side because they run back and forth on it. So soon, eventually, it might only start growing on that side because they're going to be going back and forth on it so much. But yeah, there's those. The two cedars are obviously looking very great. Not too much to report on those, as we're going to have to get those pruned back in a couple of years here. Over here, though, it's very cold corner. The grass is frozen solid over here still. These are looking great. They're going to hold on to their leaves until it kills them. That's just what they do. But yeah, they're coming in, and hopefully they keep growing in the area here, because I got that fence taken down, so you can see it looks a lot cleaner now there. So yeah, anyway, that's going to be the update. We'll see you guys in the next one.